Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
All right, guys, are we ready? It's only 86 degrees in here as I eat Mexican food, so the heat is on. All right, ready? Let's go. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Phil here. And it's that time again. It is time to partake in delicious cuisine. We hope. It is time for DSP Tries It.
Devour.
Today we are doing something that you guys voted for. We had many options this week for what would be the next taste test DSP Tries It. And after you guys voted, you said, well, the Indian food was interesting. You got it from a restaurant rather than from fast food. Can you do that again? And you voted for Mexican food this time. So this time around, I actually ordered from a place I almost never eat at, okay? It's a local Mexican restaurant. In fact, there's a lot of options out here for Mexican, and there's one or two that are go-tos for my wife and I. But today I ordered from one that I don't usually order from, all right? What did I get? Well, first of all, I wanted to have some typical Mexican fare, so I got some chips with salsa and guacamole. Just so happens, I think they gave me some extra things like sour cream and pico de gallo as well. So I'll taste all of it, okay? Then I ordered a combo. This combo features a chicken enchilada, chicken chimichanga, and I think it also has rice and beans. So we have a good amount of things to actually taste test today. Let's take a quick look at the spread. So here's what it looks like. This is my paper bowl because it came with a giant bag of chips. I just put some chips in here with the little salsa they give you with the chips. Okay, so we're going to try the salsa, see what the in-house salsa tastes like at this Mexican restaurant. Here, they were nice enough to give me a big side of all kinds of toppings. Guacamole, a little bit of like shredded coleslaw, a little bit of pico de gallo, and of course, sour cream. So that's great. A little bit of everything there that you can have with your meal. And then this is the meal. I have not even opened it yet, so I don't know what it looks like, but we're going to see right now for the first time what exactly it looks like at this place. It's supposed to be a chicken enchilada, a chicken chimichanga, rice and beans, dinner. Okay, let's take a look. Trying not to make a mess in here. This one's going to be one I have to eat on the table. Like, how else are you going to eat it? That's why I fork and knife it. Okay. Ready? The big reveal. Well, that's an interesting way that they separated it. I believe that's the chimichanga. That's your seasoned rice. That is your enchilada. And that's your beans. So 4 sections in this thing. Let's get this out of the way so I don't get it everywhere. All right. So take an up-close look. Interesting. Is it any good is the question. Now, sadly, I just got black bean juice all over my mat. I'm not kidding. This is ridiculous. This mat has been getting battle damage with these DSP tries. It's first we have the curry stain there, and now we have black bean juice. Luckily, it's mostly coming off. Not good. Okay. Okay, now let's take a look here. Chips and salsa. Get them all on screen so you can see what they look like. And then we've got the toppings. I think the toppings look good. We're going to try all this stuff first. I just put my finger right in the sour cream. Look at that. Right in the sour cream. Okay. So, I know what sour cream tastes like. Let's try everything. First, let's try some of these toppings. Let's try some of the guacamole. Every place does guacamole a little differently. Some people make it more creamy. Some have like a little bit of spice to it. This looks pretty creamy. Actually, it came out super easy. So it's not a chunky guacamole like some places do. Let's give it a go.
Devour.
I'll be honest, it's pretty bland. There's not a lot of flavor in that guacamole. Like, all I can taste is the avocado. Usually a good guacamole will have other things in it. This is a little on the wimpy side, honestly. Let's try some of this pico de gallo. Let's see what this is like. Here's their in-house pico de gallo. That's okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's middle of the road. I could taste some of the onion. The freshness of the tomato, not bad. It's all right. Let's see what this is supposed to be coleslaw. I don't know why they have coleslaw at a Mexican restaurant, but they do there. I wonder what their coleslaw is like.
Devour, devour.
That is weird. Oh. It is salty. The coleslaw is really salty. Why is it so salty? I've never had like really salty coleslaw before. I've had sweet, I've had tangy, vinegary. That is plain salt flavor. I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I don't know why it's salty. That's weird. Well, the side toppings are okay. Just okay, I would say. Okay. Anyway, let's try some of their salsa. Here's their in-house salsa. Let's try to lay it flat in the bowl so it doesn't go everywhere. There we go. Okay. Hopefully their salsa's good. We are. Okay. Well, it's too small. Nice big chip. Let's try this salsa. Very liquidy salsa. So I'll have to be careful. I'll have to eat it over the bowl because it's going to go everywhere. Here we go.
Devour, devour.
Mmm. The salsa is good. It's got spice to it. Good acidic tomato flavor. I taste cilantro. Wow. The salsa by far is better than any of those toppings I just tried. The salsa is actually very tasty. Mmm. And the good news is, if you go to a real Mexican restaurant, you usually get chips and salsa for free. They'll just give it to you as part of your meal as long as you buy like an entree. Mmm. That's really good. That's significantly good. I would just sit here eating that the whole meal. But the thing is, I have a real meal to eat here. That's pretty crazy, big amount of food. So I think we should get to the real meal now. Okay. So what we have here is quite the spread. I haven't had a chimichanga in a really long time. So honestly, I don't have much of a basis to compare because I don't really eat them. All right. So let's take a look here with my plastic fork and knife that was provided at the food. Here's the chimichanga. All right. It's pretty large, honestly. It's pretty hefty and large. It is fried on the outside. It's supposed to have seasoned chicken on the inside. Okay, let's actually see what it's like. Let's cut into it and see what it looks like. Oh, it smells great. As soon as I cut in, you could smell the chicken. Marinated chicken. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the inside. That looks pretty good. It looks like a lot of chicken in there. So I'll cut it into bites, and what we might do is dip it into the toppings. But first, I should do a bite without anything. Okay? All right. So, my first bite of the plain chicken chimichanga. Here we go.
Devour, devour.
Mmm. The chicken is delicious. The chicken is incredibly flavorful. They marinated it very well. I can taste all kinds of spices in there. It's a little, I'll be honest, it's a little bit on the dry side, but it tastes great. Okay? That's good. Now, how do you negate the dryness? That's why they gave me all those toppings. That's why we have salsa. That's why we have sour cream, right? That's why we have this entire thing. How about we dip it in some guac or sour cream? Try that. Here you go. Let's do it right into the sour cream, right on top. Oh, like the bottom split. Are you serious? All right, well, do it this way. There we go. I got a giant gob of sour cream on there. Let's try that. That's really good like that. That is delicious. All right. Well, as long as you're provided with the things to combine with it, I'm a fan of the chimichanga. I think the chimichanga is quite tasty. Okay? Okay. Cool. Now, how about some of the seasoned rice? Mexican restaurants all do rice differently. Let's give it a taste and see what the seasoned rice tastes like.
Devour.
Okay. I'd say that's decent. It's got some good flavor, a little bit of salt, a little bit of seasoning, not overly greasy like fried rice at like an Asian restaurant or anything like that, but it has way more flavor than just plain rice. Pretty decent. So the rice is okay. How about some of these black beans back here? Let's give some of the, I wonder if they season their black beans or if they just leave them plain. Let's find out. The black beans are delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yummy. So, seasoned well. There's a little bit of salt flavor, a little bit of spice, actually. A few different flavors in there. It's pretty darn good. I love these black beans. Sometimes I have them, they're so plain and bland. These are the opposite of bland. They're incredibly flavorful. Okay. So now we have the enchilada. Now, from what I'm going to understand, the enchilada is not fried like this. It is wrapped in a tortilla, but it's not fried. But instead, they bake it, and then they put cheese on top. See that? So let's take a look at that. Let's see what that tastes like. It's a little bit of a different preparation than the chimichanga. It should still have the same chicken on the inside, though. It also should have a sauce, I believe, right? I think they put a red sauce on this, on an enchilada. Well, to be honest, a little hard to get just the enchilada flavor because it's right next to the beans. I'll give it a taste anyway. Chicken's delicious, but I get a lot of the bean flavor because it's sitting right next to the beans. Let's keep going. It's very moist. Unlike the chimichanga that needs something to be wet, this is incredibly moist by itself, okay? Look at all that chicken. So honestly, I'm a fan of everything in this container, but I think if I was to rate it best to worst, I think the enchilada is the best. I think the chimichanga is second. The beans are third and the rice is last, but the rice is still pretty good. Okay? This is so good, this enchilada. I might just pound it right now, eat it. It's so good. There's a lot of chicken in this, too. They loaded this thing with chicken. Look at all this chicken in there. The slow-cooked pulled chicken. It's good, but I don't think it actually has a sauce. I think, like, Enchiladas, I think about red enchilada sauce. I don't think they put any sauce on my enchilada. I think it's just the right or the chicken, the tortilla, and the cheese on top. I'm not really tasting any sauce flavor. To be honest, it doesn't need it. The chicken is slow cooked and seasoned so well. It's just full of flavor by itself, I think. Doesn't really need it. I'm being told to try to mix the beans with the rice. Well, I guess to do that, I would have to eat through the enchilada first. Let me do that. Then maybe I'll mix them together. It's good. This is very good. Yummy. I just devoured that enchilada. I couldn't stop myself. It was so good. To be honest, I think there was some red sauce on there. Because now that I'm at the end, I do see some red sauce that was underneath it. But I think maybe most of the sauce was underneath it. That's why I couldn't really see it. Right? Right. Right. Now, you guys want me to mix this? Mix the rice and beans? I'll do that. I don't think I've ever done that before. Mixing them together. Gonna make a mess, but let me try it. Rice and beans together. Okay. That's a pretty good combination of flavors. Yummy. That's good. Mm. Good suggestion. So you get the flavored rice mixed with the savoriness and all that flavor of the seasoned bean. It complements. I think you're right. But what's weird is usually when you go to Mexican restaurants, don't they give you refried beans? They give me an option for black beans. I said, I want the black beans over refried beans. Like refried beans are okay, but I don't know. I just prefer black. I always have. I think that they're better as long as they're seasoned. Okay. So I want to finish the chimichanga. In fact, you know what? Hold on. I have some more of this darn salsa because the salsa is so good. I want to have another flavoring or two of the salsa. Then we'll finish the chimichanga. It's a really good meal. I'll tell you the pricing in a second, okay? So,
Devour.
man, that salsa is good. Spice, fresh tomato, onion, a little bit of cilantro. Admittedly, it's liquidy, but it tastes great. Mmm. Very good. Yummy. Okay. Let's get another napkin. So, how about some guacamole for the chimichanga? What do you think? Give that a shot? So, here we go. right through. A lot of chicken in there, too. These are loaded. The chimichanga and the enchilada had a lot of chicken inside. Okay. So much chicken is hard to cut through, actually. But it's good, though. It's a good thing. All right, let's try some guacamole on here and see what that's like. Okay, I like the sour cream. Guac. Here we go, some guac. All right.
Devour. Devour.
Again, the guacamole is only okay. It is on the blander side. I wish it had more flavor to it. So it's not great. It was better with the sour cream. I taste a little bit of cheese. I think they put a little bit of cheese in the chimichanga, which I didn't know was in there, but I taste a little bit of cheese. So maybe I'm tasting it. Maybe I'm just crazy. But all right, let's have it with the sour cream again. Yo. That is really good with the sour cream. Here's some chicken. I'm just going to dip some chicken in salsa. Here's some chicken now dipped in salsa. Let's see what that tastes like. Oh, that's really good. I want to put, wow. I want to put the chimichanga in the salsa. That's amazing. That works really well. Let's go for that. Look at this. That's delicious. Whoa. That is excellent flavor. Seriously, the salsa is better than all the other toppings that are in this container. These are okay, but the salsa is outstanding. I wish that they just gave me a ton of salsa rather than these toppings. I think the salsa is much better. Man, that's delicious. Okay. Really quick, I'm going to blow my nose because when I eat things that are spicy, my nose runs. I don't want my nose running for the rest of this episode. So give me 1 sec to just blow my nose quick, and then we'll come finish that. I'll probably have a little bit more salsa, and then I'll be done. I doubt I'm going to eat the rice and beans. Too many carbs, so. Yummy. Okay. So, let's finish this chimichanga. I'll be honest, I love the chimichanga. I love the enchilada. The rice and beans are okay. The side toppings were just okay. The salsa's outstanding. I think the salsa might be my favorite thing out of everything. Dang, that's delicious. Okay. Finish. Man, so much chicken is dead. Look, I'm trying to cut through. Hard to cut through so much chicken on this thing. Or in this thing. That's just a layer of chicken. Look. All right. Into this delicious salsa. Yummy. Well, I am happy with my meal. I am very happy with my meal. Although I'll be honest, okay, at the very bottom here, it's overcooked a bit. The very bottom of the chimichanga. So I'll probably cut the top and eat all the stuff from the top. The bottom's a little bit hard on the bottom there. But amazing flavors. Super good. What did my wife get? She got steak, fajita, quesadillas. Again, we never been to this place before. I'll ask her if they were good after the fact. They looked pretty good. Looked like there was a lot of them too. Okay. And don't worry, we're going to talk about the price in a second, so you guys know what the cost of something like this is in the United States. Because many of you are probably watching like, yeah, I wonder, that's a lot of food. What did Phil pay for all of that, right? Okay. Hmm. Almost done. All right, here we go. I'll just eat this top. Yes, like I said, the bottom is kind of hard. I'll just eat this top part off. The rest is breading. This is breading anyway, so. Okay, let's finish it off. This is a really good Mexican meal. Okay. Mmm. Okay, so honestly, I think I'm done. I'll have one more fork of the rice and beans just because it's so many carbs. I don't want to eat that many carbs. But let's just have one more fork of it, okay?
Devour. Devour.
Man, that tastes good. Okay. Okay. So what I will do to finish this off, I'll have a few more chips and salsa, and let's talk about the actual value of ordering from a restaurant versus, say, ordering from fast food like Taco Bell or Chipotle, right? You see how much food I just got? All right? That was one combo. I want you to understand that. I didn't order 2 or 3 things and put them together there. That was the equivalent of one combo from this restaurant. So the combo was a chimichanga with protein of your choice, a enchilada with protein of your choice of 2 sides, you get the rice and beans, and that's it. I didn't order anything else. So they gave me the chips, the salsa, and this side container of all of these toppings completely as a part of the meal for free. I didn't pay for that. That's crazy. A lot of places are like, oh, I want a side of guac, right? Fast food place, they'll be like, oh, it's like $4. Like, what? Why? You know, there they don't charge for it. It's part of your meal. You get it for free. Salsa chips and all those sides. All right? So now you're going to say, well, what does it cost then, right? Okay, well, let's get to the brass tacks of it all. I got to have another one. It's too good. This salsa is absolutely great. I love this salsa. Damn. Mmm. Here I am complaining about the carbs, and I'm eating all these chips because I can't stop eating the salsa, right? Okay, so let's talk cost. All right? That combo, chicken enchilada, chicken chimichanga, rice, beans, and all of those extra sides, including guacamole, sour cream, pico de gallo, the weird salty coleslaw, chips, and salsa, was $25. Now, that's with the delivery markup. That means that probably if you went to the restaurant to eat in person or pick it up yourself, it'd probably only be like $20 or maybe $22. That's a great value, particularly taking a look at the cost that they're charging you at fast food places for a simple combo. It's ridiculous how over the top crazy expensive stuff is today. Right now, just listen to this. At Taco Bell, if you want to get a chicken quesadilla, and if you ever had the chicken quesadilla at Taco Bell, you know it's tiny, barely any chicken, literally just cheese, chicken, tortilla, and a squirted sauce. It's over $9. So when you have a place like this, and they're going to give you that much value for your dollar, and the food is fresh and full of flavor, that chicken is slow cooked, absolutely falling apart, delicious. They're giving you things complimentary so that you can have a great meal. Like dipping that stuff in the salsa was absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I did that. It gave it so much great extra flavor, and they want you to do that. Why on earth would you not go here? Why would you go to Chipotle, right, and pay $12, $13 for their bowl of shit that's been sitting in a refrigerator probably for 2 weeks, not fresh, tossed into your bowl, just sprinkled on, no originality, no cook to it, just toss the ingredients in, some teenager does it on the assembly line, right? Yo, oh, you want the chicken? Oh, you want some peppers? No cooking, nothing, right? Seriously, you can't really beat this, man. So I would say wherever you live, if you can get local foods, I mean, last time we saw Indian food. This time we saw Mexican food. Now, the Indian food was pricey. I'm not going to lie. The Indian food was expensive. This is not expensive to me. If you're going to have a dinner and you want to get good value, go to a place like this, man. And of course, your mileage may vary, but I have no idea why anyone would go to Taco Bell or stuff like that. Like, why would you spend, like, no lie, for me to get this much food at Taco Bell, I probably would have spent way more money. Because think about it. All right, Taco Bell, of course, they don't do enchiladas. They don't do chimichangas. So instead, you get a burrito, right? And then you get, I guess you would have gotten, geez, they don't have beans there. Do they even have rice? Like, you would have had to order 4 items off of their menu to get as much food as this one thing here. But even then, they don't give you salsa. They don't give you the toppings. If you want extra, they charge you for it. They do. It's ridiculous. They will charge you extra every time if you want extra, like guacamole and stuff. They always charge you. So, local places, thumbs up. The absolutely delicious edition of DSP Tries It. I could keep eating if I was still hungry, but my body doesn't really crave carbs that much anymore. So thankfully, I'm not going to sit here and eat the rest. I'm just going to probably get rid of it. But man, that salsa was great. There's a difference between crappy canned salsa from a grocery store that has almost no flavor because it's old versus something that you know they're probably getting or making fresh, and it tastes so good. So, I will give the local Mexican restaurants enchilada chimichanga combo a rating of 8 out of 10, or I guess you could say 4 out of 5. All right, it's that good. I would just say the only criticism I have, I wish that the side toppings were better. I wish the guacamole had flavor. It's very bland. The coleslaw was salty. That's weird. Okay? Even the pico de gallo, kind of flavorless. Not a lot of flavor to that. But then the salsa's outstanding. All right? So it's great. And the thing is, now that I know that I like this place, I would go back and try. Maybe I would try that with beef instead of chicken for variety. They also have shrimp. Now I would want to try other things they do. Maybe try some of their tacos. Maybe try an actual just dish of dinner. They have like chicken dinners and stuff, different kinds of chicken preparation and stuff. Maybe I would try that. But this is really good. So thank you guys for watching this episode of DSP Tries It.
DSP Tries It.
Now here's the thing. Don't worry, because now people are freaking out. You watched the last episode and it was a local Indian restaurant. You watch this episode, it's local Mexican. What is Phil doing? He's only eating local places. This is absolutely unacceptable. We want him to go back to a chain that we can go to. Guess what? Next time on DSP Tries It, we're trying the Arby's steak nuggets. How can you make a nugget out of steak and make it taste good? Is it processed steak? I have no idea, but I heard Arby's has steak nuggets. People voted. That's what they want next time. That's what we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next time on DSP Tries It. Thank you for watching as always. Peace out and see you next one. All right. That was outstanding. That is amazing. That's 2 for 2 of going to local restaurants and really having a great meal. Like, I'm very pleased with everything I just ate. I'm very happy that we just did that. Thanks to those who actually voted for a local restaurant over fast food. But I get it. The gimmick of DSP Tries It for the most part is that I'm eating at a place that you could eat at. So if I try something that's really good, you can have it. Or if I try something that's really bad, you know to avoid it, right? So next time, Arby's, which we haven't done in a while, okay?
got the drip going. I 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 got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.